Project management for me was in a way an accidental field, I would say. I have done my BBA from IBA and my majors were in marketing and sales, and I have always been in sales. And I got an offer from K Electric in their IT department as an IT business partner. So the role was more or less defined to me as an internal sales role to kind of attract me, and they did a fabulous job at that, I would say. But in reality, it was that of pure project management. So it was a shock initially, but I think it was an amazing one at that, because when I got into my career at K Electric, I learned a lot, and there was a lot of stakeholder engagement. There was a lot of managerial positions that we were filling in as very young business professionals. So I would say it was an amazing journey to be a project management professional without even knowing that you were one. I chose ZABIST because working at K Electric for 3 years, and then obviously then I went on to kind of explore other roles in sales profession only, but I realized that project management was my calling, and I really wanted to have a degree to kind of put the ceiling on my designation. So that is why I chose ZABIST specifically, because it was a very convenient program that they were offering. It was just a 1-year program. The fee was too attractive for a young working professional like myself who was on a budget and was looking for something convenient, and I'm glad I made that choice. So I believe that the best part that ZABIST had to offer was the faculty. Our faculty was coming from diverse backgrounds. They were coming from extremely different industries. So we had project managers from construction, and then we had project managers from the IT department, and they were all sharing their experiences with us, and the learning was amazing. One word would be, I would say, amazing. We had a lot of guest speaker sessions. We had a lot of interactive certifications that we were enrolled in, and that enabled us to meet a lot of working professionals who were at very high designations in some amazing companies, including SSGC, Engro, and a lot of very huge software houses that are making a great impact throughout the world, not just locally. So I believe that the world of opportunities that ZABIST opened for me would be priceless. So at ZABIST, my program was a weekend one. So I would spend all of my Saturdays and Sundays here with my fellow students and with the faculty members. From morning till night, whether it be breakfasts or lunches or dinners, मतलब अपनी फैमिली से ज़्यादा आई थिंक आई वाज स्पेंडिंग टाइम एट ZABIST एंड विद द पीपल ऑफ ZABIST. मज़े की बात है कि फैकल्टी और स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में आउटसाइड ऑफ ZABIST लिटरली कोई डिफरेंस नहीं था. मोर और लेस आई बिलीव बिकॉज यूर मास्टर्स स्टूडेंट, तो एज ग्रुप भी इन अ वे सेम ही था. एंड आई थिंक द बेस्ट पार्ट इज़ दैट हमारे एग्जामिनेशंस चल रहे थे, फाइनल एग्जामिनेशंस ऑफ आवर लास्ट सेमेस्टर, और मेरी 2 हफ्ते बाद शादी थी. मेरी पूरी फैमिली मेरे घर पे आई हुई थी. माई सिबलिंग्स वर प्रिपेयरिंग ऑल द डांसेस फॉर द मेहंदी. दे हैड देयर ड्रेसेस, दे हैड देयर मेकअप इन प्लेस, एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट वाज द ब्राइड वाज नॉट एट होम. शी वाज नेवर एट होम बिकॉज शी यूज्ड टू बी एट ZABIST, either dining out with her friends or studying for her exams. When I was aspiring to do my masters from ZABIST in project management, there were a few things that I knew, but there were a few things that I hoped that I would have been more aware of, right? So for example, number one obviously is the price point. ZABIST's program is, I think, brilliant in the price point that it is being offered in, especially for young working individuals like ourselves who are running on a budget. Number two, I would say that it's pretty manageable and convenient, right? So I'm not saying you don't have to focus. You have to focus a lot. बहुत पढ़ना पड़ता है, obviously बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, but I'm not saying कि manageable नहीं है. हमारा पूरा program MPM का has been designed in a way that understands that every student is a working professional and already has a very demanding work-life balance to maintain, right? So ZABIST definitely was not a burden there either. And the third best part is the fact that it's just a 1-year degree, which is not intimidating at all. So when you look at other universities or when you look at other programs, minimum time masters के लिए अगर आपको चाहिए तो between 2.5 to literally 7 years होता है, which is extremely demanding, right? And it मैनेजेबल कैसे होगा, मतलब आप अपनी लाइफ के 7 साल या इवन 4 साल एक डिग्री लेने में ही लगा देंगे, तो हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू मैनेज योर फैमिली लाइफ और योर सोशल लाइफ और इवन योर जॉब? I feel pretty emotional. I had definitely not expected to be a gold medalist in my program, and I'm really thankful to all of my faculty members. I think a few names which are always on top of my mind that I would have always loved to thank in person had I gotten the chance is Mr. Aziz Ahmad Channa, Ms. Shanila Makhani, Mr. Imran Munir, and Mr. Ghaus Khurram. I'm extremely thankful for the learnings that you all imparted. I'm extremely thankful for the exposure and the opportunities that all of you gave to us. If only I could thank my mother in either words or actions, I would have loved to do that as well. But I think मैं शायद कुछ भी कर लूँ तो ना मैं उनको कभी थैंक कर सकती हूँ और ना मैं कभी उनको रीपे कर सकती हूँ फॉर ऑल ऑफ हर एफर्ट्स दैट शी इज़ इन्वेस्टेड इन ऑल ऑफ अस, all of my siblings, I mean. My father passed away back in 2005. I was hardly 10 years old, and it's always been my mother's push and my mother's belief and my mother's continuous efforts that has got me to this day. It has gotten me to this point, and it has gotten me this gold medal that I think I may not deserve, but she is definitely a gem. I think this gold medal is definitely not mine, it is hers. I would love to appreciate my husband who was there with me through thick and thin. उस वक्त to be husband थे, शादी हुई नहीं थी, but exams चल रहे थे, शादी में सिर्फ 2 हफ्ते थे, and I was at the verge of giving up. मुझे गोल्ड मेडल की एक्सपेक्टेशंस तो दूर, मुझे लगता था मैं हर सब्जेक्ट में फेल हो जाऊंगी, बट इट वॉज हिम दैट मेड मी बिलीव दैट आई कैन डू इट एंड आई कैन डू मच मोर, नॉट जस्ट दिस. बाय द वे, आई वुड thank you, Umar, for believing in me, for making me believe in myself, and for turning out to be my luckiest charm. My house help is also here with me today because she deserves this medal equally. She has been the reason behind me being able to focus on my studies and being able to concentrate and striving hard for this medal. तो मेरी ज़रूरतों का ख्याल मुझसे ज़्यादा सिद्रा को होता था before I could even think that maybe I want tea because I'm pulling in an all-nighter for my examination. She would already know and she would literally serve it to me on a silver platter. My mum, of course, gave me that privilege to have someone like Sidra in my life who can worry for my issues on my behalf and I can be worryless.